morning. Welcome to Banter with RichiebB Live.
Near these huts.
Yep.
There is something going on here.
Behind us after. The trees were fucking moving everywhere. Yeah, bro. Goosebumps.
Maddox, you were with me. We looked this way. It was not like this.
Welcome to Banter with RichiebB. Yo, what's up, everybody? Oh, yeah, that's right. He's back. Yeah, we've seen it for a while. Oh, I'm live. Look at that. Say hi, Wojo.
Hi, Wojo.
Good evening. Good evening. Sorry, Ronnie's late. Yeah, Ronald. Looks like you were late, Ronald. Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever you like. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Banter with RichiebB. About to get down and crazy, man. Oh, yeah, we brought some friends from across the pond. Oh, yes, the Yorkshire Misfits Paranormal team is in the house. Oh, wow. Hey, do you know what's so cool about that? We picked a wheel randomly. We got some elemental talk and some paranormal talk tonight. And always updates on Bigfoot, right? We got about bappity boop, but bop shaboop. There you go. I'm going to bring our Wojo on. We'll give you an update on our next live event coming up. And we're going to give you an update on where those footprints might be at this point. Boop, boop, boo. Boop, boop, boo. Oh, quiet, Ronald. I have things to do. I'm a very busy man. Okay? Very busy. All right, let's see. Enough about Ronald. Talk about me. Where's Wojo? Where is he? Where? Oh, there he is. Oh, wait, you're muted. Wait.
Oh, welcome to Banter with RichiebB hour or two, maybe three. You never know. But we are home of the boom. Welcome. How's it going, buddy?
Dude, you always want to call it the hour. It's like natural for you. You know what I mean?
I'm on my.
I've never had a 1 hour show in my life, unless I was a guest on someone else's show. And by then I was like, it went by so fast. I'm like, an hour? What can I do in an hour? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I take so many left turns, right turns, up, down turns, whatever turns, turn everywhere, turns that I can't even get how am I going to get a fucking hour in with this yap? You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. No. Anyways, as the world can see, the wall behind me is still green. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Because I don't have my graphic cards. So if you see my techie, tell him to give me a call sometime. Okay? Thanks. But whatever. I like green. It's a nice color. Right, Wojo?
You know that gorilla. He's fired.
Fired. Fired. Oh, well, okay. So we are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. If you're on my personal Facebook, if you are, wait, maybe you're not. Let me see if you are. If you are, let me rescue you. You need to get over to YouTube or my Banter RichiebB Facebook in order to see this fuckery. Watch your mouth. We're monetized. Yeah, so what? All right, here we are. Let's see. Doesn't even say I'm live on my regular one. Where is it? Jeez, what is going wrong here? Huh?
I think it's like a shift of shift of the moon, something. It's just been a rough week for us.
Oh, I know what it is. She put me on Twitch again. Yuck. All right, you're not on my Facebook. Get over here anyways. You know, I had it up on Twitch and I didn't like the way it was set up. So I took it down last week and I went to my regular what's this? Oh, she's sharing. Okay. So I went to my regular Facebook page last week, which I kind of enjoyed it more, and it's public. So, you know, it kind of grabbed people to come over and hang out with us. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's neither here nor there, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. But we'll do Twitch tonight. That's fine. I won't mess anything up. I can always kick that thing out and get a different destination. But let's see. Video storage. Let's see. No, we don't want video storage. Oh, I know what I want. Check it out. So you got to go in here. So Wojo.
Yes, sir.
Why don't we share with the class where the possibilities of those footprints might be at this point?
Oh my God! In the bottom of the pond, maybe
I mean,
not.
it's just swampland. It's probably like 3 or 4 feet deep tops.
Maybe not even that.
Yeah, it's just a matter of you might sink a little bit.
Yeah, but you know what though? We'll check them out, and if we sink with the prince.
I mean, and we don't know how soft the ice is at this point. You know what I mean? We really don't. The weather turned dramatically in Massachusetts, and it went almost to like 50 degrees, like a day and a half. And then it drastically dropped down to 11. And then it rained. And then it turned to snow. And then did it again 2 days in a row like that. So we don't have any idea because we haven't been out there. It's been a very busy week in our personal lives. Right. So stay tuned for that live because we're going to go see. We don't know when we're going, actually. But we're going to go
tomorrow.
Possibly. Morning. You heard them. Possibly tomorrow morning. Okay. So we're going to work it out tonight, and we're going to go out on a YouTube live event and go out and go swimming and try to find the. I'll bring my scuba gear. Oh, we'll put you in scuba gear. That'll be a spectacle. You'll be Scuba Steve.
Oh yeah, that'll take me maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes just to put the suit on. I just hope I don't put it on backwards like I did during a whitewater rafting gig. That my brother, I'm trying to zipper, and my brother couldn't stop laughing. I go, "What's the problem?" He goes, "Well, the bus driver's waiting for you." I go, "Well, F him. He has to wait." Yeah, but I got bad news for you. Your suit's on backwards. I'm like, what? Inside out. I'm like, that's so folks, it took me about a half hour.
Yep, you held up that trip.
Yeah.
Yo, so let's say hi to our friends, and then we'll get to a little bit of advertisement, and then we'll invite our guests in. We're a little behind the 8 ball tonight, so I apologize. We had something come up with Restream. Our shit got kicked out. We weren't advertising like we thought we were, and here we are. But we're gonna have a good time tonight. It does not matter. If you got any elemental points you want to bring up, questions for our guests, which happen to be in the paranormal field, all that stuff combines together, and then we're just gonna, like clowns eventually at some point. So if we already have
exactly. Show our guests some love, folks. Believe me.
Yeah. House. I can't tell who's first because let's see. We got Andy. Oh, Sparky. Sparky's here. What's up, Sparky? Rachel's Adventures. Hello, Rachel. Hello.
Is it Rachel or Raquel?
I'm pretty sure that's
Rachel.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's Rachel.
Yeah.
So listen, if you're here right now, make sure you guys are hitting the like buttons. Get some attention going. You know what I mean? Share it out if you want to share it out. You know what I mean? Ron's here. Vexity.
Hey, Ron.
Giving me a time.
Hey, Sam.
India Doherty. Welcome.
Nice. Pleasure to meet you.
The legend herself, Sam's pretty. Henry's here. Let's see. If I miss you, I apologize because we're doing stuff. Here, D Hoot's here. There's D Hoot. She made it on time. D Hoot, good job. Proud of you. Heidi, Thank you for sharing us out all week. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Always and forever. Remember that song? Used to be a slow dance to every high school dance ever when we grew up. So Heidi says hi, Richie and Wojo. Awesome. So we got some people in here. That's fine with me. That's good, you guys. We're all here to hang out. Moon Squirrel. Oh, what's up, Squirrel? I just went by the Moon Squirrel and it jumped.
Well, any of the new people on here, hey, feel free to ask the questions and have some fun tonight. Looking forward to interact with you guys, and I'm sure our guests will be too. So this is awesome.
Yep, always is a good time. What's up, Moon Squirrel? Welcome.
Moon Squirrel.
Welcome. Icy Spirits is here. What's up, Icy? How you doing?
It's been a while.
All right, so like I said, everybody hit the like button, man. Share it out if you want to share it out. Appreciate anything you can do. We're a little off this week because of some technical glitch, possibly mixed in with some human errors. Anyways, this is where you can find right there. Always check it out. All right. Always listen. I posted a bunch of cool videos this week of adventures. That's the other thing. If you're on YouTube right now and you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure you do, and then hit the notify button. We have big time live events. If you go on the YouTube, you can see how popular they've become. The live events have become huge. No, you're not. So the live events have become pretty big. So make sure you're hitting that notify button. You come out with us. You're part of our investigation. You get on your headphones. You're watching out for different signs of helping us out. It's a virtual type setup. So you're there getting through our camera. Okay. So make sure you do that. Okay. And then Parastream, our boys over at Paracon, Ben and Ian. Make sure you check them out over across the pond. Dark Realm TV, Wojo.
Where fear lives. I love it.
Yeah, that's his thing, I guess. I don't know. He came up with it one week, so I'm just gonna let him have it. You know what I mean?
I just read it.
Yeah, I just let him have it. He's got the whole voice and the face and everything. Yeah, whatever. That's yours. You can have it.
Thanks.
We are the gold standard type sponsor for the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival. You know that's true. Russell, Massachusetts, June 7, 2025. We had Tim Vogel on last week. We went over a bunch of different things. Hello, Miss Jean Tewksbury. Welcome to the show. She will be a guest speaker at the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival, by the way. Make sure you guys, if you're too far away to be there, make sure you're watching that day. We will be broadcasting live from that event throughout the weekend. I'm going to be there from Friday early all the way to Sunday late. So you will see plenty of camera time with my mug on it. I will show you all the things that are happening. And I might even walk you right over to the speakers live on the phone and set up so you guys can watch some of the speakers and things like that. Then at some point, I don't know how much signal we have in those woods, right, Wojo?
You said you got Wi-Fi.
Yeah. We have Wi-Fi there, but I mean, when we actually go squatching, we're going to go up with some legends. If I have any kind of signal, then I will bring it to you live. If I do not, that's just not going to happen. So the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival, June 7, 2025, Russell, Massachusetts. If you have any questions, go over to this very page right here. Make sure you guys follow it. Even if you're not going, even if you don't live in the area, show the support and follow it. That way you can hit the like buttons and help them get the attention they need, because this event's going to bring young kids away from that TV screen, away from that video game controller, and get them back in the woods. It's a great cause. Please participate. Thank you. This has been a word from your sponsor. Back to you, Wojo.
Well, Rich, I can say about the Critter Festival. If a lot of people out there, there's paranormal people, UFOs, Bigfoot. We got a lot going on. So if we do show it live, write down the questions. We might be having them on the side to have a question and answer, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's well worth the watch. Believe me, folks.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So Matt Moniz will be there with his UFOs, and there's other people that are going to be there, paranormal teams. Again, that's why I tell you to keep in touch with us and watch, because we're going to do periodic mini shows just solely about the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival, so you'll be up to date with what's happening. The other thing that we got coming up is the Chum and Fair Farm Festival, Bigfoot Festival. That's June 21st and 22nd, I believe. I will have a thumbnail made up for that, and we'll be going over that together as well. So we're going to be there, and as far as I know right now, I'm the MC of that event, so we'll see how that goes, if that still stands true or not. That's another one I'm trying to get up there early on and stay a couple days so I can go Bigfoot in the woods of New Hampshire, which last year we did it after the festival on Saturday night, and we had a nice big tree push that we recorded. So yeah, definitely stay up to date with that. The other thing is we have some recordings before we bring our guests in. We have some recordings from the gifting chair. The recorder was ripped off the chair because it's magnetized with an earth magnet up underneath. It was ripped off the chair, thrown on the ground. We have all that. We've all heard, a few of us have heard that. And not only that, what's up, Mr. Eric? There's one of the Vogels himself right there, one of the co-founders of the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival, Mr. Eric Vogel. Thank you for stopping by. Tell your agent we said thank you for letting you come out. We appreciate that. Too soon? Let's see. So the other thing is, you see a QR code in front of you right now. The QR code is for the merch store. If you could be so kind, maybe to spend a couple bucks on a damn pen or a hat, something that'll help fund our research, that's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. We are monetized now, so it's been helping, and we got a little bit of, a couple dollars here and there, I guess. I don't know anything about it, but yeah, check it out. And if you could do something, even a pen, like I said, goes in the gas tank or maybe towards some piece of equipment or something. But anyways, the other thing that we have on the recordings, which we believe is words, right, Wojo? Which is words.
Yeah, exactly. Some sort of chatter. We're having it sent out right now, and hopefully,
it's in the hands of a linguist, because the words was so defined that we felt there was that there was words, then a response, and then a statement. So, and that's why I heard it anyways. And the last two were like blip blip. You could hear the vocal cords working and know that there was intelligence in there. So yeah, definitely check it out. And oh, here you go. You can even buy you can buy stickers, collectible Banter stickers, right? So things like that. But I want to get to our guests. All this is fun and all. Bobby Lee, who can I reach out to about some kids shirts? Oh, dude, I'm your gal. What do you want? Look at this. Amazing. Yeah. So my team, if you're out in the woods with us, and we actually have a little Banter with RichiebB live messenger that some insiders get to jump on and stay on because they're out with the lives all the time. I thought it would be a good way to update them when we were going into the woods, plus give them some inside information so they get to see a lot of the evidence first. And they've got to hear, no, not English words. They got to hear some of these recordings. So pretty awesome stuff. So who wants to talk to some paranormal investigators / researchers from the UK today? Anybody? Raise your hand. Oh, Wojo. Well, your hand's all that matters, sir. Oh, hey, girl. I thought I could put this QR code up top. I don't know. Doesn't it usually go up top or something? I'm still learning Restream too. So
yeah.
And we got hats, flex fitted. Yeah. T-shirts. Oh, these things are sick too. They're all nice stuff. I love them. It's all good stuff. Trust me, if it was crap, I'd be like, I ain't putting that shit on my page. You crazy. We got a unisex tee. We got a polo. Oh, polo. Hey. And then you got a few bucks less. You can get the Adidas one. So there's all kinds of fun stuff, guys. So make sure you do what you can. I like the stickers because those are the cheap ones. So there you go. Let's put this up. Let's drop that down. Let's go get our guests. Where the hell are they? All right, so get this. We got a whole team. They're on one screen. They're all gonna squeeze in. I told them all to sit on each other's laps. It's good for the effect. It's good for the effect of the show. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm gonna unmute them first. All right. We got volume. I turned their volume up just a little bit. It was a little tough to hear them at first. And I want everybody to welcome the Yorkshire Misfits to the show. What's up, everybody?
Hi. There's only two of us left.
What the hell did you do with the others? You threw them out?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That makes sense. Well, it is like 11:18 over at your place, right?
Kicked him in the ass.
One of them was about to channel, so we've sent him out to break that link.
Oh, yeah?
Richie, is there camera on? Because I don't see them.
You can't see them?
No.
I can see them fine.
No, I don't see them at all.
What'd you do? Can everybody else see them?
Over there.
Yeah.
I see them. It's you. What's this? Oh, hang on a minute. I don't know what. Maybe I don't know after that.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah. No, I can see him. Yeah.
Hey,
you guys can see him, right? Yeah. Everybody can see him, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't see them.
All right. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
You're not missing much, Wojo.
That's all right. I mean, what's fair is fair. Now we can't see him. Threw his ass out of here. Get your shit together, okay? Come on, guy. He's gone stag on us. All right. Anyway, anywho, now all right. So listen, I want to get into like your history, kind of know where this all started from, blah, blah, blah. The oldest place you've ever investigated. I want my team to get involved. I want them to put up stuff about elementals too. Yeah. Hang on a minute. I'm just reprimanding the crowd, the audience, the people that love me. I'm just yelling at them. My bad. Okay.
Control, Richie.
Andrew says he can see half of each of your.
I want to turn the camera around a little. Just hang on a second.
Listen, it's fine the way it is. I don't care how it is. I could care less. This is raw.
I don't think YouTube does it.
No.
Put your heads together.
No, we get talked about doing things like that, Richie.
Well, put them. She's got a great point there. Oh, Wojo's still backstage. I should go get him.
Okay, you didn't know.
Oh, I'm back. I've been talking this whole time. Let me in.
Oh, thank you, Animal Expeditions.
Can you see him? Can you see him?
No.
You still can't see him.
No, that's okay.
You gotta get.
I know. You do too.
You need to get. Everybody buy get a laptop. Anyways, that's enough of that crap. So let's get down. Introduce yourselves to everybody, please. Ladies first. Go ahead, Wojo.
Well, I'm Chris.
I'm Selena. And we've got Shaz and Chris. Shaz and Gaz are just outside at the minute.
Okay. Yeah, because they're looking for you.
And as a team, we are Yorkshire Misfits.
Yorkshire Misfits. That's awesome. So how long have you been doing research? Let's get the basics out of the way, and then we'll make it weird, all right?
So Chris and Shaz have been doing paranormal for what, about
10 years this year. I've been doing it.
I actually started my journey as a psychic medium, which I've been doing for about 7-8 years now. I guess myself and Chris just come together and decided that we wanted to create something special, I guess, really, isn't it? And
something different.
And we wanted to take paranormal and see where the journey would take us. And up to now, it's taken us on quite an interesting journey, hasn't it, really?
Oh, yeah, definitely interesting, yeah. Don't know if you'll get anything else.
No, and it's funny because I'm talking to you guys for a little bit now and kind of on the side as well. Hey, what's up, man? Who's that? Gaz?
I'm Gaz.
And I'm Shaz.
Gaz. Is that how you say your name?
Nope.
Wait, what? Why are you messing with me, man? No, I'm just kidding. Awesome. Now, have you guys been doing it? Have you guys been doing it the same amount of time generally? She said she was new, but Chris has been doing 10 years. What about the other two?
So Gaz is.
I'm quite new.
Yeah.
New, aren't you?
Yeah. I only
Are you?
started.
How you like it?
It's very good. It's interesting. It's good. I'm enjoying it.
Good.
I think
and the young lady to your right?
Shaz?
How long have you been doing it for?
10 years.
Oh, so you're another veteran here. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, no,
So
listen,
together you've got like
20.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. It's a little delay because we're across the pond. It usually happens.
Yeah, just short of 30 years, isn't it?
Yeah,
It really
yeah.
is.
And I guess because we've
That's a
come
lot
from
of years.
different sort of backgrounds as well. Sort of like, from my perspective, I come more from a spiritual background, and then obviously you guys come
From
with a
paranormal background.
Yeah. So we were able to combine both, and I guess it has created a unique team, and
We're more like a family than a team, aren't we?
yeah, and we've kind of sort of we do things that other paranormal teams can't do, I guess, and Spirit have confirmed that to us several times, haven't they? They've said that they communicate with us in unique ways in which they've not been able to communicate with other teams.
Yeah.
So we've got that unique step, I guess, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's nice when you can start combining. And you know, it's interesting that you bring that up because I have a team myself, and it's not only the team that are physically in front of me, but the team on the side here as well. They're like virtual investigators with me. And when you start kind of picking out the ones that are kind of that they stand out, and then you start putting the ones that you're going to go out into the woods with, it's kind of like everybody brings something to the table and kind of offers, you know, something unique or, you know, a superpower, so to speak, right? Like if you get together, the Fantastic Four, right? Everybody has their thing that they kind of do, whether it's tech stuff, whether it's communicating directly with spirits, whether it's the crazy
person. We've just been talking about that today, haven't we? Because
is it obviously which one's the crazy person?
All 4 of us.
Really? Because I'm the guy. I'm the guy that sees Bigfoot and runs out.
How you define crazy? So obviously you've got 3 of us out of the team that actually channel spirit. So basically we allow spirit to take hold of our bodies and use us as a physical vessel. We've got a comedian on team. We've got a demonologist on team. So we all bring our own unique styles to what we've got, and we've gone from being a team to being a proper family, haven't we? And obviously because of the channeling that we do, we've learned to trust well, like we said earlier, the trust was already there, weren't it? And we've got just so much respect for each other that it shows on our lives, it shows on our locations, and I guess it just shows to anyone that watches us and anyone that surrounds themselves with us.
That's awesome. Now, all right, here's another question that I know I'm curious about, and it's a basic type of question. What's the oldest place you've ever investigated? And I might know the answer to this, but I still want to ask it.
Oldest. Yeah, it's probably an old, well, it used to be an old manor house, but we call it a castle. It's not actually a castle, but that dates back to like the 17th, maybe 1600s, maybe even further back than that. We don't have an exact date on it.
That's great. Now, can you tell the difference? I mean, to me, a ghost is a ghost is a ghost, but can you tell the difference when you walk into that older house because it collects more energy over time as opposed to a newer type?
We know before we even get to locations. It's so we pride ourselves on we say that we're very much spirit led in every location that we go to. So we might say, for example, today we might say, right, we're going to go to this location because we want to go to it, and we start making the plans to go to that location. But you can guarantee that if spirit have got other plans for us, they will divert us and take us to another location. And when we've got there, we've often found that there's been a reason for that, whether it's been to work with demonic energies, whether it's been to help pass spirit over onto different realms and help them heal, even to channel Sasquatch. Every location that we go to has always had a reason for it. It's not.
There's a purpose, always a purpose.
It's never been somewhere that we wanted to go. It's always been a reason for it.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Wojo, you should ask them if they've ever talked to Bigfoot.
Oh, don't even go there. I'm out.
No, you're not supposed to give up the secrets, people. Wojo, ask them if they've ever talked to Bigfoot.
Well, have you ever talked to Bigfoot?
Well, yeah, because obviously you two. So I've channeled Bigfoot. These 2 guys have worked with Bigfoot, so I think these are the. Let's just put it this way: I'm banned from having crayons in my pocket. I'm banned from having pens in my pocket, tissues in my pockets. I'm not allowed to carry anything with me when we go on location anymore. And these guys will tell you exactly why.
Why is that, gentlemen? How come she can't? You don't let her play with? She eat the crayons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get the feeling that someone thinks a wax crayon is a snack, it's not very good, mate. You know when she's got yellow teeth when she's done eating a crayon.
When you guys are talking about like your investigations, I mean, like what is like all right, for example, me and Richie, we've been to different parts of Massachusetts, New Hampshire, around the New England area to do research. What is like your furthest investigation that you have done?
From where you are.
Have you guys like go outside of England, like
No.
Scotland?
No,
No.
but we're open for invites if you're offering.
Yes. Can you
I'm
channel?
gonna hide the crayons, by the way.
Could you guys channel Wojo? I would like you guys to channel Wojo while we're sitting here and make him say different things.
Listen,
That's
the-
funny you should say that because we've got Selena and we've got Shaz that we know they're ready to channel, and we've warned them, you do not fucking channel on this because you're going to scare them to death. So we have warned them not to.
What's the craziest thing you've ever channeled?
a
It does-
Sasquatch.
All right, so it's the conversation that we had, right?
I think from a personal point of view, as the one that's channeled the Sasquatch, I up until that point, I think I was pretty much not a non-believer, but I was quite skeptical that Sasquatch existed. Obviously, I've watched yourselves, and obviously we talked to Ben quite a lot from Parastream as well. And this particular location that we went to, we was actually again guided to go to that because we'd been to Pendle in Lancashire, which is where it's not well known for Pendle witches, and they basically said that we had to go to this location. The plan was that we should have taken Ben with us, but unfortunately Ben had prior commitments. And when we got there, obviously, I know Chris was on a podcast with you about Sasquatch, but I wasn't aware of what had been said and what had been done. And all of a sudden, I just started clicking, weren't it? It was like and that's obviously when it then started. We do have that on our YouTube channel as well. So if anyone, sorry, if you don't mind me plugging that, if
Of
anyone wants
course,
to watch that,
always, yes.
and it kind of just went from the initial clicking to almost like guiding you and showing you different things, weren't it? And we apparently, while I was channeling that as well, he even mentioned you, RichiebB, which I found was quite strange. And obviously, when I came out of channeling this Sasquatch, and obviously the guys told me what had happened. First of all, I was trying to understand why I'd got an horrible waxy taste in my mouth. I couldn't explain that from nothing. And when they told me that I'd eaten a crayon, I was like, right, okay. I'd eaten tissue that was in my pocket, so I'd also got that horrible taste as well. And I'm sat there thinking, why did you even let me do that?
Yeah, that's a great question. That is a great question. Why did you let me do that? But
because we were live, I'll tell you. Because we were live and they wanted to see everyone laughing at me. I know what that was.
Well, yeah.
Why did you let me eat the crayon?
A clear sign.
Choice.
A clear sign that you're like family.
Yeah, we had no choice. She was sat channeling and clicking, and then she started digging in her pockets. And I thought, what's she doing?
Yeah.
Next thing, out comes Yellow Crayon chewing away.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Crazy, man.
Thank you, Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee just actually put up your link for you there. Thank you,
Thank you, Bobby Lee.
No, we are absolute. We share everything out. Anybody on the side, if you have something you want to share, you absolutely can share your links to your pages and what your channels, whatever it is, and I'll make sure I put it up in the studio.
But while she was channeling, what
Yeah.
we did find out about Sasquatch while she was channeling, they don't like fire. Because I had a cigarette lighter and I showed the flame, and it backed off. It was scared. And I know people's been asking, can Sasquatch make fire? And for me, that proved that they don't like fire.
Okay, so Bigfoot is a non-smoker.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. He eats all. He eats all his mushrooms and stuff. He don't
But
smoke anything.
then there was some rabbits in the background hopping about, and I said, "Here, look, rabbits." Well, she set off running after these rabbits, mate. Oh, it was funny.
She started running after rabbits.
Yeah,
rabbits. Yeah.
You do.
Because she couldn't catch one, she came back. I said, "What's up?" She was mad that she didn't catch a rabbit. Ah, really? Yeah.
Wow.
Do you guys? I'm gonna make one suggestion to you. I'm gonna make one. Make sure whenever the ladies channel. No offense, ladies. I'm just talking. If you were a gentleman and you were channeling, put a leash on them, okay? Because if she starts chasing off rabbits and chasing rabbits, and we lose out one of our main people, she go. Oh, I don't know, officer. She ran into the woods. She was channeling. You know what I mean? Like, you got to keep. How do you keep each other safe in something like that? Do you guys follow her and watch what she does? Is that your job, or you just let her go?
Yeah. So, like during channeling, like I said, she chased rabbits. Yeah. So we kind of stand back and we let her do what she's doing, because to interfere in channeling can be a bit dangerous as well. So we let her do it, but we're always not too far behind for in case anything does get out of hand. Are you with me?
That's interesting.
Wow.
See, we've channeled the demonics as well, haven't we? And obviously, when you start to channel dark entities like that, then you have to make sure that that protection and that trust is there.
Yeah.
As the one who channels, I've had to. I guess I have to put my full trust in the guys that we've got with us, and trust that if things get out of hand, that they will protect me, and that obviously they'll stop things happening, and they absolutely do. You know, I can't thank them enough. And again, that's where it goes from being a team to being a family. That's where you get the trust as well.
So, Selena, doesn't that like all that channeling like take a lot of energy out of you, or like
so normally when we're on investigations and I'm channeling, it doesn't necessarily take it out of me there and then, because I think you've got the adrenaline running, and obviously you're not aware that you're channeling. So I kind of feel like sometimes that I miss a lot of the investigation because I'm not with it. But then the day after, I'm absolutely shattered from it, and it does. So from that aspect, it does take it from you. But if I'm honest, I think I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd quite happily feel tired and drained the day after if we was able to tell spirit stories and to prove, like, the Sasquatch exists, prove the demonics exist. For me, that makes it worthwhile.
Yes, I agree.
That's interesting, Rich, because when she's talking about channeling, like when we investigate, I'm not saying you're channeled, but you have that energy where you just feel like, you know, actually our last investigation, like you just felt everything kind of squeezing you, and there's always something happening, you know. If you want to like tell them, like, what got you going on that spook.
So I've been a sensitive my whole life, and I only call it a sensitive because I never explored it and opened it up more. And I did some mediumship classes and things like that, and some of the things I kind of stepped back from, and I kind of chose not to do it. But I noticed when I'm out, we're all Bigfooting a lot. Like last time we were there, I had that chest squeeze where your chest gets really, really tight, and then your stomach starts racing a little bit, like anxiety, and a lot like when I used to be a paranormal investigator. I can really put the two senses together in the two different types of fields, where if I'm in a haunted location, and then if I'm in the woods, and the woods can be as haunted as well. Obviously, it doesn't have to be all Sasquatch. We've proven that on my show. We did an investigation with a friend of mine who since retired from doing it, but he was a paranormal investigator in the Bridgewater Triangle, and we actually did EVPs and things like that, the dead bell and all that stuff right in the Bridgewater Triangle on my property. And we did a kind of a cross collab where I was doing Bigfoot research and he was doing the EVPs, and we actually got both And we don't know, we didn't hear like Bigfoot talking, but it was more like an EVP, like a human voice, right? Disembodied human voice. So the combination of the two can be, and then I, talking about how you can get drained like the next day and stuff. We had two different occasions where we believe Sasquatch ran by us because the woods were banging and breaking and snapping everywhere. And it came along with a smell and a footprint, and you could one of them I could actually see the shadow of them with the color, not exact color, but it was like a dark black, brown, whatever it was. And I was in bed for 3 to 4 days after, and I couldn't even move, man, to the point where Wojo was getting worried about me and started Googling
We call that a paranormal hangover, don't we? Because it does genuinely feel like you've been out drinking for a week, and it gives you we normally use the term paranormal hangover for something like that, and it does take it out of you, regardless of whichever way spiritually you work, whether you do channel or not, or whether you just feel that energy, it does take it out of you.
Yeah, I was so wiped out. Like, I went to the doctors and got blood work done and everything twice, and I guess there's something in the Bigfoot field amongst the researchers that they don't really talk about. It's kind of taboo, but it has a name, and it's called being zapped. And Wojo came back to me days later and says, dude, I think you were zapped. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I started researching it further, and then talking to a few investigators of my friends myself. And it's very similar to an attachment or whatever the case might be. It's just that this particular thing wears off, kind of like the energy of channeling, like you're speaking of.
It is very easy to mistake spiritual energies and illness through spirit and mistaking it for a natural illness. I mean, speaking from personal experience, when I first started my spiritual journey, and I realised that obviously I could connect with spirit paranormally, I became really unwell with it, to the point that I was in hospital after taking a serious amount of medication to try and deal with this headache. And someone just suggested cleansing and grounding, and literally as soon as I cleansed and ground, the whole headache, the whole illness that I had at that time just left. And I just sort of sat there like, how is that even possible?
Right. No, right.
In answer to the question that you've just had up with the Bigfoot and spirit, we do learn a lot when we channel.
Get some good information out of them.
I think it's a much different way to work than sort of asking spirit to make balls flash or K2s flash or work through spirit talker. You actually get the full story from them, don't you? And
you can do,
a full understanding.
Did Bigfoot tell you that I was actually the fan favorite and not Wojo?
Ask me still that one.
Everybody wants to know that. I mean, everybody meaning me.
Well, actually, Richie,
I think it's that right now, Rich.
The first time we had a Bigfoot come through, we actually asked for you by name. So,
he asked for me by name?
Yeah, he said the funny American guy. And I said Richie, and he said, yeah, that's him, RichiebB. And that was kind of like, wow.
That's wow.
So
now
they do know about you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well,
wait.
That sort of confirms a question that we've had in the past when we've said, do spirit communicate with other spirit, telling them what we can do?
Yeah,
So obviously it's almost like, Sasquatch are aware of the research that you guys are doing over in States.
Yeah.
What's funny? I'm sorry to interrupt you. You know what's funny is because I've talked to these to people, and there's another thing with the Sasquatch world, and it's so tied in with the paranormal and spiritual. It's crazy, right? It's almost like people debate whether Sasquatch is an elemental, which is our topic tonight. But they seem to like they say that once you've seen or have these types of experiences I have or relationships or connection with that they call it being marked by the Bigfoot, right? They call it being marked, so they all know who you are, and they can almost telekinetically connect and tell each other who's who and what's what. We actually had a researcher that we saw these self-illuminating, what we called eyes. They were lights. And the next night, about 15 miles away, she lives in a neighborhood, nothing in the woods or whatever, you know, and these same lights showed up in her woods. She had never seen them before. She was so freaked out. She was on my show, and you could see her physical change, her demeanor change physically, and her face and everything. And she just like was so freaked out. She's talking to Wojo on the side and calls him afterwards and says, "Those lights are in my backyard." For the first time in her life, she saw him in the woods with us while we were researching Sasquatch at night. And then all of a sudden, here they are 15 miles away at her house. And that's when we did the more of the research where they have these kind of woo theories, as we call them, and where you're marked, where all the Bigfoots in the area now know who you are because you've had such a profound experience with them. Does that sound like anything you guys have heard before?
Not the lights, no.
No, but I mean the connection, the marking, where they do spirits. You know, have you had like go to a spirit and Spirit Steve's over here and Spirit Susan's over there, and they both know who you are?
Oh yeah, yeah. We do get that quite a lot. Because, like you said, when we first encountered the Bigfoot kind of spirit over here, they knew about you, so that means that somebody from over your way has been speaking to these over this side, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So they're aware of you, and they were letting us know that we know about Richie all the way to America, but yet they was over here with us in England.
Mm.
So there is a spiritual connection between them that way. So they must talk to each other somehow or some way. How, we don't know. Whether they travel over on their plane and then come back over to our realm, sort of thing. We don't know.
Yeah, and I think when we're talking realms, it's basically, you know, no travel whatsoever. I mean, you can just get there and, you know, speed of time is nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah. So the connection is what matters. Now, didn't you? That's what I was going to say to you before. Didn't you guys? Because we talked a bit, and I don't want to get into. I'm going to act coy here, even though I know the answer. Out of respect for you guys, have a link to that particular channeling with Sasquatch on your page, correct?
That's right. Yes, we do. Yes,
you do. Yes. So listen, if you guys want to check out this cool bit of channeling, and I know a lot of you are Bigfoot fans, there is a Bigfoot channeling session that they're talking about right now, complete with rabbits and crayons. Okay. And Richie B, go over there, check it out, and see what you guys think. You know what I mean? I think it's amazing because now that I'm done being coy, they came to me months back and said, talk to you about. It was completely random, completely out of nowhere. And Chris is a big supporter of the show, and we thank you for that. Constantly sharing and
welcome
and being part of. But that, you know, that was the extent of it in that sense. And then it was like, hey, we got something to talk to you about, dude. And they were dead serious. And at first I'm like, yeah, what the hell? I listened to it and watched it as well. So I'm not going to say any more about it. I'm going to let you guys go and check it out. And the way it came to me, and I thought it was really awesome. And obviously I'm flattered, but I think that has a lot to do with in the Sasquatch world. You know,
Richie, can I
all know who you are.
Can I just interrupt you there, Richie, a second, please?
Of course.
Do you want to witness a channeling right now? Because Celine is actually just channeled.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to see that, or
that's up to you? For any Wojo, you good with this? You good, Wojo?
I'm good. I can't. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Right, just bear with me a second.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you guys do your thing.
Right, just bear with me because it's a demonic one, I believe. Gaz, you want to hold that for me?
2 seconds. It's contorting my foot and everything.
Right, well let it come in then. Can you guys see? Come to this light.
Oh, I can see a little bit. Are you outside?
We're outside, yeah.
Oh boy.
We'll be better off inside.
Are you able to see, or can you hear at least?
Oh, I can hear.
Right.
Stop
Here.
digging!
Can I have your name, please?
Stop digging!
Stop shouting. Can I have your name, please? Can you tell me your name?
No.
What's your human name?
Tom.
How are you, Tom? What are you doing here, Tom?
Got to stop digging.
Digging for what, Tom?
You're searching for something we don't want you to know about.
Right, well, where are we digging? Because we need to know what you're talking about. Can you tell me where we still need to stop digging?
What?
And what we're digging for?
He's got to find something in the woods that he doesn't need to find.
Do we know about this?
No, he does. Him.
Oh,
right there.
Richie, they're talking about you.
Stop digging. Stop digging in that wood.
Why? Is there nothing there?
What is going on with the screen?
He's gonna find a body.
I ain't finding nobody.
Do you want to go in it out?
Did you see what happened to the screen?
Let it go first. Keep going.
Yes.
Right, Tom, let Peter take you. Let him take you away. And then we can get your message across, okay?
Wow.
No, do you want to take that back inside, Gaz, and just
Yeah,
and I'll sort it out?
Yeah. You okay?
Just 2 seconds, guys.
Sure.
Sorry
Wow.
about that, boys.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
She good? She good?
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, Chris is just sorting her out now to get her back inside. The demonic has left.
Now, Chris,
he has been collected by someone we call Peter.
Yeah. Now, Chris has all that. Is able to help, like, take people out of that situation, right? Don't you guys? Isn't that kind of his specific task in a sense? To pull out
Yes,
of the
he's the
channel?
demonologist. Yes, he deals with stuff like that.
Damn. Headstones. I know, but I digging. I don't know, D-Hood. I got to think about this. That's crazy.
Well, just 2 seconds, because the team have just re-entered the house. Just 2 seconds.
Oh, fucking hell.
There you go.
You good?
Wow.
So there you go.
I'm always good.
Now, the only way you know what's going on is if somebody's recording it, or do you remember it right now?
No, the only thing I'm getting as I come round is Massachusetts woods.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't even. All I know is my whole body's aching right now.
Oh my God. Good Lord.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's right. Breathe, sister. Breathe.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Right off.
As my mother would always say, drink some orange juice. You'll be fine.
Do I choose to channel? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So it comes at its own times.
Oh yeah. We've had it where we all went out for a team meal. We went out for a team meal, and just went to the train station to catch the train home, and I started channeling on the train. Actually, on the train, I started channeling.
God. Oh my goodness.
Where did you channel the other day, Kaz? In a pub. We went for a meal with Ben, and Gaz was just sat having his meal, and he started channeling. So no, we don't choose.
Wow.
It would be nice to choose, because I'm sure I choose not to eat crayons.
Yeah, right. No, right. But even the timing of it, right? The timing of it, if you could at least get that, you know what I mean? All right. So, wow. Okay. So
What happens when you're in a public place and it just, I guess whether it's happened in public when I've been on my own, in all honesty, I can't answer that one. If it's happened, it's happened, and obviously it's something that has happened. However, if we're out in public as a team, bless them, you've had to pull me out of some right sticky situations, haven't you?
Yeah.
I've walked in the middle of the road trying to get to some roundabout thing and
oh my goodness,
not being aware of it, and it's. I mean, I could perhaps choose to completely close it down when we're not out on location. But if I'm honest, I don't want to do that, because then that is stopping and blocking any spirit messages that need to come through.
Right. Brandy,
And I
Brandy.
kind of feel that my purpose in life is to tell those stories. So if I was to block that, I kind of feel like that would be, I won't be serving that purpose.
Letting them down.
Yeah.
Richie.
What?
All right, so Ghost Girl's talking about you digging somewhere. The only possible.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Brandy, mind your business. Drink your water. You mind your damn business. Don't worry about what I'm digging, all right?
I do think where you put there about when you drive it, I do think the majority of time spirit, and I do make it quite clear, and we have done from the start, is that spirit need us to be that voice. So therefore they have to respect our boundaries. So
Also, you can only channel when all four of us are together.
Yeah.
You can't do it on your own.
So,
yeah, and it comes back to that boundary, because without us being able to channel, I guess, then spirit don't have that voice. So obviously they need to keep us safe, and we trust our spirit guides as well. Obviously we have to put a huge amount of trust not only in each other but in our spirit guides. And I do trust that our spirit guides wouldn't let them come through in if I were driving or inappropriate times. Do you know what I mean? But I do trust that they wouldn't do that, because it won't be in our best interest either.
Right. No, that makes sense. And
Absolutely not.
Wojo, what were you going to say now?
so what just transpired, right? Because I mean, I can't see them, but I can hear it all, and it's pretty amazing. So they're referring to you to stop digging, correct?
To me, yeah.
Okay. My only possible theory is those footprints, digging into the footprints.
Have
You
I
know what I'm
missed
saying? Remember we had the knife and we tried to dig it through and we couldn't get it.
Right.
That's a theory.
Right, but does it have to be physical digging, or can it be through research? Aren't we in the...
Sorry, the guys are just filling me in on, because obviously I'm seeing all this digging business and I'm just sat here completely oblivious to what this thing
Yeah,
is.
all right. Listen, time for you to be quiet. We're talking about what you did. Just stay right there. She's like, what the hell's going on? Don't anybody tell her about the crayons. All right, so anyway. No. So I think digging can be metaphorically like, in the woods looking. Why can't it be digging for information in a sense where I am going to find a body?
No.
In the paranormal world and in the psych, being a psychic and all that and a sensitive, I don't have to be exact. I can be exact, but I can also get these little messages that lead to things. So what were you going to say? I'm sorry, Gaz.
Yeah, so I don't think it actually meant actually digging. It was digging as in searching.
Yeah.
Which I know you search for Sasquatch.
Yep.
I think that's the
makes
digging
sense.
we're resembling to.
Yep. And we're going to find a body, all right. And it's going to be running right at us.
And it's not going to be me channeling.
No.
Yeah, just make sure you tell them we like hugs.
Yeah, exactly, right? If Joe runs at me and he goes, I'm the home of the boom, and he's running at me, no thanks.
Just offer them crayons, I'm sure they'll be a bit.
Right.
Exactly. I'll be like, quick, crayon!
Richie, can you go back to Ron's question? Or Ron said something.
When you dig for the footprints, right? Like what you said.
You're going to find a body. She said body.
Right, but a body in the sense of like, I'm only speaking as a sensitive and things that I've done readings on houses, and I wasn't like, Miss Mary is wearing blue shoes. Sometimes it'll come in pieces where the color blue will come in, and then they'll talk about
what?
shoes.
You lot are all confusing
and
me
then,
now.
and then you'll put the blue shoes. You know what I'm saying? So, and the body doesn't necessarily mean I'm digging like, mafioso and going finding a 5 feet in the ground.
Right.
I'm digging for information, and there's going to be something behind it.
So I think the body is Bigfoot. So we're digging in, looking for big. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
and maybe we find a dead Bigfoot.
Maybe you leave a trail. Maybe you leave a trail of yellow crayons.
Right? Yeah, right up to the gifted chair. We got you this time, buddy.
See, there you go. You've got first-hand gift knowledge now. You need to leave them some yellow crayons.
Exactly. That's a great start.
Yeah.
Yellow crayons and some tissue.
Exactly. And now the other young lady that was you, I'm sorry, how do you say her name? She's Shaz? Chaz? Shaz. So we have Shaz and Gaz.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you tonight?
I'm okay, thank you.
Are you enjoying the show?
I am, yeah.
Okay, because you've been a spectator, so that's what I'm asking.
I'm the quiet one out of the team.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now when you channel, is it similar to where your friend channels?
Just the nice ones.
Yeah, mine are not extreme as like Selena and Gaz's and that. Mine's more mellow, nicer, yeah. And that, so
a little
just
more calm.
on me, that's what it is.
Right. Now, and it can happen randomly, but again, you kind of rely on your spirit guides too to make sure that you're in a safe area and all that stuff. And I imagine too, this was the other. I'll ask you this question: when you're preoccupied doing something else in life, perhaps driving down the street, isn't your mind occupied with driving to where that doesn't necessarily have the opportunity to take it over?
Yeah, that's pretty much
How that
because
works?
they know driving. You have to. So driving, you've got to concentrate. You've got to keep safe. So spirit kind of tend to leave you alone, if you get me, because it's an important task at hand to drive.
Right. And your mind that's not in the
home.
Forefront.
Yeah, so sat at home, they know you're safe, you're comfortable, and you can hurt yourself if really they try.
Well, I tried to attack you, Anta.
Yeah, so sat here at home or on location, they know we're going to keep whoever channel's safe. They know we can pull them out if needed. So it kind of, that sums the driving and the safety up of it, I suppose.
All right.
So do you, when you guys are channeling, well, for many, Chaz, Gaz, and Selena, when you guys are channeling, do you also like have the image in your head while you're interacting with these spirits, or is it just
for me, when I channel personally, I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. I know it's different people asking questions because it's the same sound, but it comes from different angles. Are you with me? So, like, if Selena were to ask a question, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Selena asking and Chris asking.
Right.
Because it's just one voice. It never changes. Just changes angle of direction where it comes from.
Now, when you guys are channeling, like, I'm sure, like, I mean, there's three of you, but do you guys are kind of split up a little bit? Does everyone channel at once? I mean, does that happen, or is it just one person? At one?
No, just one person.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
It can get scary, but it can be funny as well. But it's very educational because you learn a lot. If you listen and ask the right questions, you'll learn a hell of a lot.
Right.
No, that's crazy. And I channeling a lot in my time. You know, channeling is something. I mean, what would you say the percentage through paranormal investigating world is that they have people that channel? Like a percentage, say, like, is it 10% of the paranormal community and that would actually be able to channel?
Maybe 10% of, if
pretty low.
That can channel.
Well, how many locations have we been on and Spirit have said nobody else can do what you do?
Yeah, we get confirmed quite a lot that any other team that has been there cannot do what we do. So that's quite good to hear. Because it's like a praise, if you get me.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, and we have one thing. The other thing is, what about remote viewing? Have you done remote viewing? I don't know if it's the same thing or not. Remote viewing with the blindfolds and the headphones in the other room asking the question.
Yeah, we call that Etty's method. We have done it in the past.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm old.
Yeah.
You know.
So we have done it in the past, and I found myself getting into some pretty deep heated arguments with Spirit. But having a wife and 4 daughters,
really?
I'm used to that.
Yeah, right, dude.
What's the worst thing that a spirit called you, Chris?
Tell the truth.
What's the worst thing you've been called?
Don't lie.
The worst thing I've been called. I don't know if I can say it on your channel.
What is there a letter it starts with?
It sounds like anchor.
Anchor. Oh.
You called him a wanker?
I think you call it a jerk.
Show him.
Is it a wanker?
Yeah, like a banker.
So he called you a wanker. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, yeah, the wanker,
you can,
yeah.
Yeah, you can say wanker on here. I mean, half the people, just don't show one.
Yeah, I've been called a wanker a few times.
Yeah, just don't show a wanker. You can say wanker. You know what I mean? So, all right. So can you? So would you safely say that was an English spirit if they called you a wanker?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Not too many spirits over here in America are like, yeah, wanker. You know what I mean? Like that's it's a fun word. I don't know why we don't use it more. It's a great word.
Yeah.
Well, you can adopt it now, Richie, if you want. You can take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. I think I am because I should work it into my show. You know what I mean? I'll be like at the end of the show, I'll be like, keep climbing, wankers, and then I'll just.
or Wojo may say, "You wankers better buy the merch."
Yes. Yeah. I might just say, buy the wankers.
Buy the.
We'll have a whole new merch store where we just wave things around.
Yeah.
I'm only guessing what a wanker is over in England, but we know what a wanker is here. So, right?
You wankers come on over for some spotted dick.
Yeah. Oh yes, spotted dick. Yeah. What was the other one? Toad balls. What the hell was the other one?
Toad balls.
No.
What are they?
What did he say? Toad in the hole.
Toad in the hole.
Toad in the hole.
Toad in the hole.
Yes.
Am I right? Toad in the hole. Yes.
Oh yeah, toad in the hole.
That's
Yeah.
food.
Good job, wanker.
She's like, oh my God.
Only here can you get spotted dick, toad in the hole, and wankers.
That's right.
Let's go. I freaking love England. I gotta tell you, man. Oh, England. We go for only in England can you go from channeling, eating crayons, chasing rabbits, talking to Bigfoot, right into wankers. Not even a pause, just right to he goes, and he's acting like it's a naughty word. I don't know if I can say this on your show.
I don't know if I can say this.
Yeah,
anchor. Anchor.
It rhymes with anchor. Like, I thought he was gonna say it rhymed with bunt. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was something bad.
Is it the word? Can you say the word assume? Is it close to that?
No, it isn't even close at all. What does that mean?
Oh, never mind.
I can't bring you anywhere, dude.
Never.
You're such a wanker.
Never.
What a spotted dick.
Go in the hole.
I got to be honest with you. That the spotted dick one is my favorite, and I just heard that I think through Ben and them, right, for the first time, and I was shocked because they were talking about it so freely, and I go, wait, what's this dude talking about that on my show like this? You know what I mean? Like I didn't know what he was talking about. Do you remember? And then somebody was like, "Oh, it's food," and I'm like, "Wait, what? It's food?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?"
It's a pudding.
Yeah, it's a dessert.
I thought it was a very sick penis. I thought it was a flaccid wanker.
Oh my God.
I love England. This is great because it wouldn't be fair if you two punish me, right? But that's something you could say in England. That's common word. You know what I mean? That's you have it as we don't have that. So you can't be punishing me, okay? I'm just speaking their language. There we go. This is the world of monetization, right? I don't care. Oh, is our audience still here, by the way, or did they leave? I haven't even looked.
So, I mean, when you guys invest, I mean, how many investigations do you guys do a week? I mean, do you guys do one?
And that's your segue out of wanker.
Well, it depends. We can do one to three a week. It just depends. Depends on the spirit and what they have planned for us.
So you guys must have like loads. I mean, it must take you a long time to go through all that evidence and
it's forever.
you know all the recordings and videos. It must take you a long time.
Yeah, you see, all ours is live recording. So as soon as we've finished, it goes straight over onto TikTok. I do make written notes that I then pass on to our researcher, who then cross-references the logged history and recordings of whatever's happened there to what I've written down, and then he gets back to us and says, I can confirm that what you got coincides with the logged history of the place.
Now we've also made a point of me not knowing any research about any of the places we go to as well.
Yeah, nobody knows the research apart from myself. I get an email, and then I can just have a quick look on the email to see if I can name matches with what's on the researcher's notes.
That's great. I love it.
That's awesome.
No,
Gotta love research.
We've also created as well, Richie. So obviously what we discovered is that the Sasquatch especially, obviously they can't talk in the same way that we do. So we actually created a vision board with multiple pictures on. So obviously they've got images of the Sasquatch that's been researched, woodlands and things like that. So when I've been channeling, the team have actually shown these images to the Sasquatch to try and get obviously messages and understanding from them that way as well.
Interesting. No, it's good. It's a great form of research. Research comes in many, many, many angles. You know what I mean? There's not just one way to research. And then when you're done researching, you have to research your research. And that's generally what you do in these fields. You know, and we do the same thing with Sasquatch, like talking earlier about being zapped and being marked. I'm constantly researching after I'm done researching. It's crazy. It sounds, redundant, but it isn't. But Sam wants to know, yes, I want to know if the Yorkshires have ever channeled an elemental or have had experiences with an elemental on a spirit box.
So what would you class as elemental then?
Well, that's right. So guys, you got to remember we have a lingo thing here because, like, for instance, we say definitely, and in the UK, you say what? Defo? No, defo.
Well, yeah, we use the same.
It's a demon with immense power.
Okay,
elemental.
So obviously you've just seen there where we've channeled. I mean, I'm not quite sure if that were a demonic or whatever that were, but so we've channeled demonics, we've channeled witches.
Yeah, witches is another one.
Obviously Sasquatch. So I guess for us, the answer to that is what up to now we've channeled those sort of things, but
pretty much everything.
I guess nothing else would surprise us now. If anything else was to try and channel through us, I think we'd be a bit shocked as if to say, well, like when Sasquatch come through the first time, we're like, what? Why us?
Right.
So I think if anything else was to come forward to us, I think it wouldn't surprise us now, would it?
No, it wouldn't shock us, no. Nothing can shock us now,
well,
nothing.
If it happens again, just say, hey, Bigfoot, Richie and Wojo, I just want to be your friend. They feed you well.
Just say this to them. We come no harm.
We come no harm.
Say that. We have one run by us and Wojo yells, we come no harm, like out of nowhere. I look, we got Bigfoot running around. I look at him, I go, what the hell did you just say? Like, what the hell? This is your big moment. That's what you came out with. And then he holds up a pack of zingers and he's like, I'm the one who brings you the zingers. I'm like, oh great, I'm dead. Because I don't have zingers in my pocket. Now I'm going to carry crayons and you're screwed, bro.
I have to admit, I needed a change of clothing after that day because I was scared. I was horrified. That's why I was like, hey, we come no harm. Hey, would you like a zinger? Have a treat.
So an elemental, as Bree so eloquently says, is not necessarily a demon. So a supernatural entity or force thought to be physically manifested by occult means. So, you know what I mean? It can be anything, but it has power. It's very strong. Embodying the powers of nature an elemental can have as in elements, right?
Yeah, so Ben has actually asked us that. Ben's asked us if we could channel animals and things like that. And I guess the simple answer to that is possibly, yeah, because obviously we never thought that I mean, when I started doing mediumship, I channeled people's loved ones, and that were easy and normal, I guess, because obviously it were relevant. So obviously coming into paranormal and then channeling spirit from locations, then to demonics, then to Sasquatch and witches, I guess absolutely nothing else now is in nothing would surprise me, do you know what I mean? So I guess nothing is out of the question, is it really now?
No, not now. Not now. We've gone through all that. No, anything's possible.
Yeah, yeah, you build up your may as you go, don't you? After a while, you're just like, yeah, that affects me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been through I'm more apt to go towards it, and in the paranormal world, you definitely kind of trained to go towards the sound or the noise, air, so to speak. But Bigfoot, you're not necessarily trained to do that, and I have adapted that. I hear something grunting or groaning in the woods, I'm going to go get it. And it's not very recommended. But my friend Ronald, who's a master of hallucinogenics, has to ask, have you taken any hallucinogens to channel?
Absolutely not. So
he describes.
So from my perspective,
anybody else go?
I don't drink, don't smoke, don't take anything that I shouldn't do. So it is literally natural. It's obviously something that we were put here to do. I won't say it were a gift. I think it's just in our nature to do that. It's
right.
It is what it is. As this
refers to
the phrase is.
Can you imagine us taking shit like that?
Yeah, can you imagine having shrooms before you go on location? That'd be
right. Well, he refers to a book called Crowley's The Use of Hallucinogenics for Intensive Channeling of Spirit. I don't recommend tripping balls before you.
Can you actually imagine? I wouldn't just be chasing rabbits. I'd be chasing everything.
Oh my god. Chasing dragons. Oh my god. You'd probably be able to catch a rabbit and force feed them yellow crayons, and it would be really weird. I mean, weirder than this, right? Than my show. Super interesting. All right. I gotta. All right. We'll see you later, Sparky. Sparky has a phone right now, and tell the truth, Sparky. Tell the truth. You got to go because your thumb hurts because you're not used to using a phone. Do you cast who or what you are channeling?
No.
No, they just come in, don't they?
I now, I guess with the demonics, they kind of, I get a feeling that they're coming through because they initially start by contorting my body into it because I kind of start like my hands start changing my positions and stuff like that. But with regards to anything else now, no, it just
come in, don't they?
Comes in.
Yeah, I think that's
coming in.
Say that again. Was that Gaz?
We're aware that they're actually there to come in.
You kind of know when someone's coming, don't you?
So like, there's different body languages, different behaviours. So like, I could say to Chris, watch her because she's ready to channel. We don't know what it's going to be until it actually comes in.
Right. Now, do you find? Here's a question: do you find a difference in what you're channeling from male to female? So, do the ladies find something different? Find it different than what you would find different? Do you, because you're a male? Do you put off that something where you're something like? Is there a difference at all?
Not that I'm aware of. No. It's just
you have to ask them, don't we?
Yeah. Unless you ask, then you don't know.
Right, but like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I've been on many investigations. There's been history in this one particular. Hi, Tim Vogel. There's the other co-founder of the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival. Everybody get over there and follow that Facebook page. I'm going to check numbers after this show, and they better be up, or I'm sending Wojo to your house. Yeah. Now they're scared. So yeah, Wojo, show them how scary you are. Good job. All right, so but like, say for instance, we've been to places where we've investigated, right? And there's been a history in this house where women get their hair pulled or women experience this, but the males don't. There's actually a place in Alaska, this cabin. There's been recordings of a baby crying in the woods, but never when it's just males at the cabin. There has to be a woman at the cabin in order to have the baby cry in the woods. They've never heard it. It's been recorded. That's why Alex Petikoff and all them, and he's not even into that stuff, but he says they got the recordings of the baby crying from the woods. So I just wonder if something would channel and if there would be a difference, but I guess not. That's interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get your point. I see what you're saying, but for us, it's just all the same.
Yeah.
It's who they choose.
Yeah, it's who they choose, I suppose. Like, Selena could channel a male, and then 10 minutes later, I could go in and channel a female.
Right, but is there a difference in aggression? Is there a difference in task? Is there a difference in verbiage, language? Would the same person call Selena a wanker and then call you a wanker? You know, would they be a gentleman because there's a female? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, those types of thoughts and theories. You've noticed no difference.
Yeah, I suppose it's just their personalities as well, because
yes,
like we have had male and female swear at us. I don't think we've ever had a child swear, but this time. So yeah, it's just all.
Energies.
It's just energies. The energies that come. They just all come as same. It's when you start dealing, when you actually let them in and take over and channel, then when you ask your questions, that's how you find out. So maybe you can treat them different if they're male or female.
Right.
But then it depends what they've done before the past as well as to how they act.
Right.
You know
So basically they are completely in control. It's, you know, I mean, they are in control and they don't care whether you're male or a female.
Yeah.
And and they're gonna do what they need to say. And I just wondered if there was a different type of aggression or different type of behavior, because, you know, we even have incidences where when we're out Sasquatching, like I'll have my son do a whoop because they've been known to communicate more with younger people or feel safer. Or female on our team, Lisa Garcia, she's not here tonight, but a boots on the ground Bigfoot Investigations, will have her do whoops because it's a female connection to kind of soften everything. You know what I mean? So we have different methods where we actually try different things with the male or the female, you know what I mean? And try to see a difference. But I guess this channeling thing's a whole different animal. I mean, that's just, I mean, to be at somebody, I mean, just thinking about that, right? Like, not know what. Thank God you got like family around you, because that could get scary fast. You know what I mean? No way.
Like during your investigation, though, have you guys like channeled the same being? Meaning, like if it went to Selena and then it went away, and then maybe a few minutes later it goes to Goss and Chaz.
Yeah.
You know?
It has happened a few times, hasn't it?
Yeah.
There's one place where we used to like going there, and the same gentleman, he seemed to switch between me and Selena to channel, but he was making the same gestures, the same points, the same story. He was switching between us.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Now, Chris, I got a question for you, buddy.
Yep.
When you being a demonologist, am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure the term was right. I know the word's supposed to be said. I just want to make sure I was using it correctly. But anyways, I digress. Now you've done this. How long has your team been together, guys?
It'll be a year in May this year.
So my point is, you've been doing this a lot longer, right? So have you been out by yourself doing investigations and you know, with the sense of demon, you know, a demon around or something like that?
No, I've always done it in a team situation.
Team situations, yep.
Yeah, we never go out on a zone because where we go is abandoned buildings. So for safety reasons, we're never on a zone. There's always at least 2 or 3 of us or the full team.
Yes, yes, and we do the same thing where teams. It's always teams. And I used to have a rule with my team back in the day. I still have my lanyard up there. I got to show it one day on camera. With my family back in the day, but one of the main rules was no running.
Yeah.
No running, because a lot of times, like you said, you're in these wrong places. You know, or even if you're practicing in a cemetery, you're running into stones or whatever the case might be, and you can get split from your team, which is just brutal. Because do you find, like, say someone, you got split up and you ended up by yourself, you know, how would a demon choose, like, say, who they were going to get, right? Now, they haven't attached to anybody yet, and I'm just drawing up a scenario just to kind of give an idea.
Yeah.
Is it based off of the one that's most afraid or vulnerable?
No, I don't necessarily think it works that way.
Yeah.
I think it's just personal choice of who they want to pick. They'll pick. I don't think there's any specifics behind it. They're just, I'm going to go to that person or that person. They'll just do it.
Interesting. I've always wondered that, because I know I've been in situations where, like, we've had somebody that was scratched pretty good. That was probably one of my last investigations, because then I became a father, and the combination of the two, I just couldn't put together. I didn't have the experience I felt in these certain areas in order to possibly be able to protect my kids. You know what I mean? So, we always did an energy circle on the way in. St. Michael, the Archangel prayer on the way in and on the way out. And so we've always done things like that, and always have tried. Have you been in a situation where anybody in your crew or anybody even here, have you guys been scratched or anything like that, or the mark of the Trinity or anything like that?
Yeah. Ben from Parastream, he came out with us probably about 6 months ago now to do some filming. And I think it was his first real investigation with a team. And was you channeling at the time? I can't remember.
No, I think I was about to go, and I pushed Gaza against the wall, and I said, "Fire, burning," and then all of a sudden, Ben felt that scratch down his neck. It was on that documentary that we did.
So as Selena was about to channel, Ben kept his mouth shut and never said anything until after the event.
Oh my God.
And he just said to me, "Can you check the back of my neck?" And on the back of his neck there was a scratch probably that big.
Oh boy.
And it was it was a scratch, but it was like a 3D scratch. So like it bulged out of his skin.
Oh yeah, it was
a really weird scratch.
So it picked the nicest guy to scratch.
Basically, yeah. Because,
well, yeah. Really, of all the people.
He was just filming.
Yeah.
So he wasn't involved.
Oh, yeah. But I've seen that before as well.
When you got back to location last week while I was channeling, I literally went to attack you and Gaz and completely unaware of that.
I think Kaz has a good question here. Are I can't read that font. What's the font in this room? Oh, psychosomatics of channeling different amongst the four of you. Do you share the experiences?
I think it's about the same, isn't it? I mean, when you think about recent experiences and locations, because we tend to go out on a Saturday, so the Sundays we tend to all have that same slump, that same energy feel.
The kind of hangover.
So I'd say that we do pretty much share. I mean, we have recently discovered that we are all spiritually connected from our ancestors as well. So I think, I think we all have that same experience, don't we? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's all joined and linked, isn't it?
It's crazy how in sync we are with each other, and I think that connection that we have between us all as well.
Yeah, I think the connection you guys have, and I don't know if you guys feel the same, even is connected through lives. You know what I mean? Like you've known each other before. I mean, to have it like it is, and to have this type of trust in one another. I I mean, that's everything. I mean, that's the whole night. Wojo, wouldn't you agree, Woj?
Oh, absolutely. Family's more important. That's why you stick together, and you know what? And have that passion in researching. Just it's all about love. I mean, especially with me and Richie and the rest of the boots on the ground investigations team. And
well, that's where our Misfits name come from, isn't it? Because we've all sort of in some way or another, we've all had issues with our own personal families,
right?
And yet we've come together and we just fit, and it's like we're the misfits of our families.
Yeah.
But yet, as a team,
Yeah.
we have created a new family, and it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the importance of it is because you're doing something that can be very dangerous, dramatically life altering in a negative way. I mean, in a sense, I say that, but in a sense, I've done so many different things in the paranormal world, ways to keep that at bay. But still, things can go wrong. Things go wrong for us, and we know that. And we have been absolutely shocked and surprised with something that big running right by us. Two big burly men. We were scared shit. You know what I mean? And it was so fast that there's no way we stood a chance. If it wanted us, we were dead. But you have that connection, you have that bond, you understand the situation you're in and how to get out of it because you have a ton of experience. Maybe not as a team, but bringing it together like we started the show with 20, something years of experience. He has something to get you out of any of those situations.
I think if me and Chris sort of look back at the vision that we had for the team initially, I think any vision we had is completely blown it out of the park, hasn't it? You know?
Yeah.
It went from us just wanting to form a paranormal team to us now creating something so special and so unique that it's you couldn't make it up, could you? You couldn't put it into words, I don't think.
No, and now we've got Parastream in there as well, so that kind of like that wasn't on the cards for us. We didn't even plan on working with Parastream.
Yeah,
we were just going to go out and investigate like any other team would.
Yeah,
and everything's just come at us. We don't know what to do.
We've started working on obviously we can't go into too much details, but we've started working on like murder cases and stuff that which again it's something that really does blow our minds when you think about all the paranormal teams that are out there.
Yeah.
And then there's us that's being chosen to do the things that we do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we have a few things that even I'm finding out with Wojo and that's the beauty of like when we do our live events out in the woods, like everybody you see here, most of them that are here, they're on our live events, on the YouTube. And they add so much to the show. They had so many ideas, so many cool techniques that we can try. So many, it's amazing, right? So we feel that creates a unique atmosphere where we're doing things outside the box. Different types of what am I trying to say? Different types of research, different types of experiments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we, right down to like, not many, like even these rappers here with the zingers, these are all open. You could tell they were peeled open. And not only can we tell that it was peeled open, we now have it on recording being opened up and how long it takes them to open it and the whole 9 yards. And having these recordings now where we have the vocalizations, where a linguist has the information and, next to the chair that these are being opened, right? Which we've always said by a hand, like you or I buy something, like you buy cupcakes or Twinkies and you just you rip them open your mouth and you know what I mean, or whatever, and then you split it down the middle and you take the cakes out and you eat them. Well, that's what we had been finding for a long time, and now we're starting to get to now we have this activity around that theory, and it's no longer a theory; it's connected directly with the sounds that are being made. So you start doing things like that, and not a lot, like people say, I do this with donuts or I do this with that, but to actually have the wrappers be opened on, with hands and to be able to prove it and to have that sound in the area while that's occurring, that's two pieces of evidence coming together and adding validity to the story. And I think it's quite amazing. Oh, and Ojo, we didn't tell everybody, big news on the recording, right, Wojo? Do you want to tell them, Wojo? What's the big news on the recording? What's the biggest news besides the? All right, we have vocals that have gone off to a linguist to be analyzed to see if if their voices, if it is a language. But there was one amazing sound right after this particular opening the wrappers to the zingers. Right, you hear all the scurrying around, crunching. And then the dude gets settled in. You hear him chewing. He's eating the cakes. And what happens next, Wojo? Listen up, everybody. Listen up. Very important.
Well, all I can say is that we heard a fart. He passed gas.
So, and that's the beauty of this, right? So we have the BanterWithRichieB live messenger, people that are on the lives. We send it to them to kind of help out and analyze and get the, so we're not the only ones trying to analyze this and coming back to you guys what can be deemed as bullshit, right? So we just put it all in there. I say, everybody write down your timestamps and what you hear. And everybody unanimously agrees that Bigfoot sat there, opened up a wrapper. You heard him chewing, and you can almost imagine him squatting down like in the toilet position, and he's just sitting there and he's eating like he's just like you see like Native Americans used to do. They don't they say Indian style, but this particular one is your knees are bent and you're just kind of sitting up, and all of a sudden you hear this loud. Swear to God.
That's me. We are channeling.
Oh yeah, it was wet.
It was channeling, all right.
Yeah, he channeled his ass. It was wet and nasty, and we're actually gonna have that stuff. I just uploaded it to the computer. I got to clip it. As you guys know, sometimes these sound things, and I'm not an audio guy. And if you're not an audio guy, you are learning on the fly. It is not easy dealing with audio. So I'm trying to get them cut and clipped. Things like that. But yeah, Zinger Fots, Tim says. Has Tim even heard that one? Did you send it to the Vogel brothers?
Yeah. I sent it all.
You heard that, right, Tim? You heard him opening up the wrapper, get relaxed, and then let loose. And it sounds like, and it echoes like it's in a toilet bowl, right? And we were like, what the hell? Yep. Who is in here on the BanterWithRichieB live messenger that has heard that recording of the I'm gonna say the suspected Bigfoot farting, just because but he did. Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact. He didn't fart in his car.
I'm blaming it on
no, but that's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna direct my last question to you guys, to the young quiet lady off to your right. Chaz.
Just 1 second. He needs to ask you a question now.
Did she leave?
Yeah.
She's not feeling good.
Oh, we'll have to answer it for you, Richie, because she's not feeling that well.
Oh, great. Somebody, maybe it was the zingers and the farting. Sorry.
That could be the one.
Yeah, it could be. So my question is, I'll direct it to everybody. Do you guys bring something into your investigation that you feel is something of protection? Do you bring? It could be a crystal. It could be a gift. There.
I've got Norse Viking ancestry, so I wear. Well, I ain't got it on tonight, but I wear the Thor's hammer, the Majorno. Yep. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it. Mm-hmm. And then Selena.
I use crystals, but we also have an opening prayer as well, where we protect ourselves.
Yeah, protection prayer.
Crystals.
It's mainly crystals, and sometimes I draw Norse protection symbols on our arms or hands, or Awesome. So that's mainly what we use.
No, I love it. I think that's great, and that's why I asked, because a lot of people probably haven't heard that. There's a lot of the crystals, the holy water, the circle of prayer that I told you about. You know what I mean? But to hear the Norse symbols and things like that, that's different and unique. And Ronald,
exactly.
Ronald, thank you for that, buddy. But I wouldn't know the first fucking thing on how to use it, bro. I mean, I could use it and upload it, and take me a year probably to figure it out. Audio just a pain in the ass. But we're going to work together on getting some of these sounds ready for you guys. So you guys will be hearing them all soon. We'll do another show called The Sounds of the Gift and Chair, which is all audio from the Gift and Chair. And then there's the Journey of the Gift and Chair episodes where you actually see the physical evidence. Tim Vogel goes again, stay in the car. But Heidi says she uses sea salt. So listen, guys, first of all, I hope Chaz is feeling better. I'm sorry if Wojo upset your stomach. Sorry. Good boy, Wojo. It was very mean of you, but we'll send her a note. All right.
I'll buy you guys a box of zingers. How's that?
Yes. Yeah.
Box of crayons will do just fine, thank you.
Yeah, all yellow. All right, so listen, you bunch of wankers. Tell everybody where they can find you. Somebody take the lead and talk about all your social medias and all that.
You do deal with social media, I don't.
So we do go live quite a lot over on TikTok. Just simply as Yorkshire Misfits Paranormal. We do try to upload as much to YouTube as we can, but obviously sometimes the lives are far too long for us to upload, and we're not very technically savvy to edit them. So
awesome.
And we have got a Facebook page as well. Again, just Yorkshire Misfits Paranormal. And if you want any emails, anyone like in the UK has any location suggestions and things like that, we're always open to any suggestions.
That's awesome. Awesome. So everybody understands it's all Yorkshire Misfits, all the same name. Check them out. TikTok, they have their live events. YouTube, make sure you get over to that YouTube channel of theirs and check out that channel of Bigfoot. Definitely want to check that one out. That was pretty unique. So don't miss out on that. He did not fart. Oh, she did not fart. I mean, nobody told her. Nobody told her she farted.
But believe me, Richie, she does fart quite regular.
She's probably channeling. She's like, "What is that smell?"
In future now, I am going to blame it all on Sasquatch.
Richie, she's channeling. All of a sudden, she hears the sound. What was that?
How about she's just gassy and just starts? How about she's just gassy and just jumps into a channel and to hide it? Oh, channel! Public.
Are you eating a zinger? Don't eat those.
So next time we go, can you just take zingers just in case he comes through?
Yeah. Yes. Enjoy your zingers. Listen, you guys have been amazing. I'm glad we finally got to do this with you guys, and thank you guys for participating and really informational and informative and being open into the channel and everything else.
That's fine. You're welcome.
I just love having you guys.
Can I just ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
What gifts would you actually leave a Sasquatch? Anything in particular?
We like things of the earth, but definitely a little bit of food. So the zingers have been very fruitful. Reese's peanut butter cups have been very effective.
Or a jar of peanut butter.
A jar of peanut butter. Make sure you leave the top on so you know that they're spitting it off. Not just falling off or an animal taking it off.
Honey.
We've even taken the stick and stuck it to the top with it actually look in this peanut butter jar, and it's shaped just like stick. You could tell they used the stick to eat it at the bottom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is it's another getting information, another way of doing research. You know what I mean? We learn that stuff. But one thing I want in my deep freezer right now, a white rock. So we left white rocks with that. This particular one white rock up about 60 feet away from the gifting chair where they ate the zingers. Zinger wrapper was this particular white rock. We know that white rock was picked up and carried 60 feet by something, right? And the zinger wrappers were open. I picked up the white rock and it was shiny like so. And I immediately put it in a plastic jar and screwed the top, and I put it in my freezer to freeze because I know that there's spit on that thing. So one thing, I don't know who said it. Somebody said it. Who's the one who afterwards to kind of clean their teeth off?
Was it her?
Which is kind of a great theory. Someone said it. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
The theory is that they'll take the rocks after eating and kind of run around their mouths, and it knocks all the plastic.
Oh, I think it might be Tim Gayhart. I think it was him. Him or Chet.
One of them. I'm not sure. I'm not Henry. I mean, you know how Henry gets. Henry's all over that shit. But one of them guys. But anyways, so white rocks. We have feathers there, wrapped in rope. Those are always moved around. We've left cars there, and now in this last recording, we believe he's actually playing with one of the cars.
But we also
while he's
put
sitting
silver
there while
bells
he's
on
sitting-
there.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
We took silver bells, the jingly kind, and put them all over the place and all over the zingers. Move the zinger, you hear all the bed at the ground, and yeah. So there's many things that you could do. Try different things, but make sure you take obviously a picture before and a picture after. So you're always comparing. Like we'll show our live audience what the chair looked like before and what it looks like now. And we've gone back there and showed them a picture of the same exact thing. There it is. There it is. Nothing happened. That's been far and few between. Yeah. There's been a lot of activity. So, yeah, to answer your question, have that open mind. You guys already do. You already got a very special gift, all of you guys. Take it to the Sasquatch world, the Bigfoot world, and try new things. But definitely have some – I'm just going to say, in order to get them there, whether it's human or creature or both, they got to smell food. I don't give a shit what anybody tells you. They got to smell food. And
we do know that they're very protective of their family, aren't they? Because they led you guys away, didn't they?
Yeah.
That very first location. And it just shows, you know, people perhaps underestimate how intelligent these things are. Because while I was channeling the first time, they must have had family there and been led. Obviously, I was channeling. They led the team into a completely different place so that their family could go without being seen. And it just goes to show how intelligent they are. And I don't think people genuinely appreciate and understand that.
Yep, you're right. Right on with that. Absolutely. Well, I think this has been an amazing show. And we've talked about everything, man. I mean, look at all the different things that we covered. And that's what I like to do because it's just all natural. It's organic. Everybody just having a conversation as if you were in my living room. And that's the way we've always wanted it to be here. We love it very much. And that's the other reason why I kept you here a little bit longer, because I was intrigued by all of it. It was amazing. Thank you guys again for being here. Everybody, please get over to YouTube. Hit up the Yorkshire Misfits on TikTok. Watch their live events. Make sure you say hello and chime in so that they know you're there. And we'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Stay safe.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us on the show. It's been brilliant.
Love having you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
New brothers and sisters.
New brothers and sisters.
Yes, absolutely.
Keep us updated on any Sasquatch stuff over there, because nobody believes you guys have them, just so you know.
We do,
and they've told us locations too.
We've got locations of where they are in England and everything, so they are in England.
Bro, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, they're all over the globe, and they were here a lot. They've been here a lot longer than any of us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They were basically left behind. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So we will talk. We'll talk soon, and we will cross-reference as we go. Thank you, everybody.
Pleasure, guys. Thank you so much.
Well, I got to tell you, that was pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, they were really. That was like really.
We're not leaving yet. No. You people are not leaving. I have the wheel of fucking weird here that we're gonna put names on for the topic for next week. You ain't leaving. Don't you leave. That's it. Now I'll put my foot down, Wojo. You see that? You see me put my foot down?
Yeah. Why? Who's leaving? I hope no one's leaving.
I hear great show and good night, family. They talking to us or them? You know? Yeah, that's the problem I got. Yeah, well, let's go here. All right. Anyways, let's do some topics. Who's got some topics? Anybody got topics? Who wants to do some topics? It's what I want to do. Let's do some topics. Yes. Talking about you. Oh, I just made up a new jingle for the topics show. What do you think?
Yeah, we should just have that as the music background.
Let's do some topics. Wait, I gotta
spin the wheel of weird.
Let's spin the wheel of weird. Oh, shoot. She goes, okay, I retracted the good night. All right, here we go. All right, wheel of weird. No, elementals. Bree's like, we never covered them. Well, I think we kind of did. Yeah, we mixed it in. It wasn't a straight, shuffle. You know what I mean? We could also do this if you guys want. So the 2-hour theory was for the guests. They can show up in the back end of the show. If they can't make it at 6, they can make it at 7, blah, blah, blah. So we could just do a half hour of topic at the end of the show or whenever the guests ain't here too. You know what I mean? I like mixing it in with the show because like I thought that blended in quite well, different elementals and having questions. It wasn't a ton of them, but it's a tough subject. It's like, what do you say? Oh, I saw an elemental today. An elemental to me is more of a feeling. You know what I mean? Like, how do you know it's an elemental? You know what I mean? Like, does a raspberry bush get up and start walking towards you? Because now you know it's an elemental. You see what I'm saying? It's easy to put something physical. So Sparky wants Bigfoot. He's back. Sparky's back. He must have iced his thumb. All right, Bigfoot, orbs. What am I doing? Yeah, orbs, outdoors. Okay, hidden underground cities. Heidi, you only get one. I tell you this every week.
Oh, that poor. She's like that little girl that she's got way too many. Pick one.
Shadow people.
Shadow people. Interesting.
And Ron wants Lovelock Cave.
I knew it. Knew it.
I want to do a show on it anyways.
Yeah.
Chris disconnected us. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Any ideas for a topic, Yorkshire? Give me a topic for next week's show. It's okay. Don't worry about that. You can jump right over here anyways. Let's see. The Giants of Lovelock Cave. Portals, Heidi. See, Heidi, I have issues, not really any topics. All right, well, we don't need to talk about your issues, but let's talk about your topics. Maybe the topic is one of your issues, Dawn. Let's see.
Give me 1 second.
You?
No.
I'm giving you 1 second. Oh, Mothman. I didn't put Mothman up. All right, let me know if I miss. This is a good way to know if I miss anything. All right, so she's picking Mothman. All right. That means I'm taking out orbs because Heidi had that too. Oh, man, come on now. All right. Here we go. And then enter. Okay. Where we at? D-Hoot, what you got? You want to do? Oh, Sam? We'll do a topic about Sam. Oh, Sam, let's announce that right now. We doing that show next week? Sam? Doing Megalodon again? Megalodon. For Sam. Mental health and spirits. Okay. All right. Mental health and spirits. Meaning the connection of two? Let's see. Me, you are missing me. You are missing me. What? The legend. Me. No. I'm not going to. No. Are we doing next week's show? Investigation with me, you, and the two else. No, that's not a topic. Now I've lost Wojo. Wojo's gone. See what you guys did? It's all your fault. Iceland had a sighting of Megalodon. Interesting. Cass, did I put it up there right? Oh, I just put mental and spirits. I love it. I'm like, did I put it up there right? And then I reread it and realized I did not. I like that one, Dawn. Dawn, I like that, bro. I like you. There you go. Now you're thinking. Giant of Kandahar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great idea. Sam, are we doing that show next week about your little movie that you did? Lovelock Cave, Ronald, is your pick. Anybody else get any picks? Wojo, you got a pick for a topic next week?
How about Samurai Chatter?
Samurai Chatter. You know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking? You can add to that, Rich.
Right. What I'm thinking is, what if like 5 or 6 people have the same idea? We can put them all up and it gives a better chance of the topic that everybody wants to talk about coming up on the wheel, but yet we still spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Right? So if 2 people say Bigfoot, we put 2 Bigfoots up. Bigfoot has a better chance of being the topic next week, right?
There you go.
I like it. See, yeah. This is organic and happening right before our eyes. Yes, I said over the details with you this week. Okay, but I want to announce it now. Tim Vogel, we're not talking about coffee mugs. Okay? I'm going to make Tim Vogel a topic in a minute and why he doesn't hug. All right, so listen up, my friends. A special announcement for next week's show. It's an in-house show, but when I say in-house, that includes Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. She's going to be our guest next week, and not only is she going to be our guest next week, the stars of her movie are going to be our guest next week. So she made a small short for school, and of course aced it, probably be topic, and who they were talking about, everybody knows. So anyways,
where it all started.
she had 2 cool stars on the movie, or in the movie. Her 2 sons will be our guest as well. So we are going to be 99% behaved next week for the first part of the show. Understand? For the first hour. And then after the children are gone and Sam is gone, then we can swear, yell, scream, and talk filth. Okay? But until then, we will show our manners. All right? And that includes you, Wojo, okay?
Always.
Okay, Wojo. Just wanted to make sure. All right? So Sam got an A. Obviously, the professor looked us up on YouTube in one of our shows and gave you an A. So, I mean, and it was awesome work. I must add, too. So does that sound right to you, Sam? Did I say anything wrong there? The guest next week for our show is Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal and her 2 sons who starred in her movie. We could talk to Sam for a while. Sam, if you feel better about just bringing the boys on for like 10 minutes and letting them, rather than them sitting in for the whole hour, just like 10 minutes, have them talk. Kids want to play video games or do something else anyways. But does that sound good to you? I think you guys are going to enjoy this short little film.
Oh, I'm sure they want to meet RichiebB and Wojo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So make sure you're here next week. Our guest, Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal. We'll be promoting it this time all week. And yeah, Sam, if you want to bring them in for however long you suggest, 10, 15, an hour, whatever you feel is best for them to do, attention span, all that stuff, because I got 5 sons and a daughter, and none of them could pay attention. Don't worry. Especially, I've made them especially unique. Thank you. You will. So tune in next week. Now, who wants to spin the wheel of weird? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Here we go. You ready, guys? Why does it always start out at like half volume? Watch.
Ding dong. We're about to get down to crazy with the wheel of weird.
I should just put that sucker on loop. That's the wheel of weird. Everybody likes the wheel of weird. Cass made that name up, by the way, everybody. All right, Here we go. You ready? All right. Here's big spin. Big spin. Big spin. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
I think it's going to be Ron.
Megalodon has won!
Wow.
Dude, Megalodon! That's right, Jim. The topic for Nick will be the Megalodon. Megalodon, you're the big winner. Call it number 73 and claim your prize. Back to you, Wojo. Woo!
Who picked that?
It's been picked every week.
Megalodon.
That's why I said Megalodon finally won. The Wheel of Weird. It's the best. It's a lot of fun because we can. See, watch. I press play and at half volume.
About to get down to crazy with the wheel.
I want to see everybody dancing. All right, that was good. Well, I couldn't think of a better way to close out the show than that. Stop sharing. So next week's topic is Megalodon. Our guest will be Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal and her 2 stars of her movie that she made. Sam, don't show everybody the movie yet either. I mean, I know you've shown some, but let's not show the world until next week when they're ready to handle it. That's right. So thank you guys for a great show. I had a great time. Ronald, I'm going to have to delete all your... Ronald, I'm going to have to delete all those digging comments that you made, okay? Along with Brandy's as well. Okay, great. Anyways, back to you, Bob. So next week's topic is Megalodon. Find me on TikTok. Find me on Instagram. Find me on Facebook, all Banter Richie B. YouTube, you know the deal. Like, subscribe, hit the notify button. We could be going out tomorrow to dig those freaking feet up out of a pond.
With Megalodon.
Oh, my God, man. Get over to Cobble Mountain Critter Festival page, please, and follow them. Please, on Facebook, follow the Cobble Mountain Critter Festival. Even if you're nowhere in sight, you have no chance of ever being there, please follow them. The more people that follow, it'll just start having that ripple effect, okay? So thank you guys so much. Cass says night, wankers. Touche, sir. Touche. I want to say I love you, baby Jack. I want to say I love you to my mama. And I want to thank everybody for being. I want to tell you to keep climbing. And Wojo's going to take us the heck out of this place, man. Let's go. Giddy up, Sean.
Let's go. Thank you all for being on here. Hey, buy the merch. And remember, we are home of the boom. Let's go.
Let's go.
Keep climbing.
Jump over to Animal Expedition.